My son says, son, seen you on TV. Son, you done change.
You are on TV now.
And now you're my son.
You weren't a TV.
Ever since you said congratulations.
Can't find the remote to change the station.
I went home and played PlayStation.
My dad, he won an Emmy. He said that one was plenty. I cried. I cried at night. Thanksgiving was sad.
Enjoy your clams, cocksuckers.
That's the clam talk. You know anything about clams? If the press finds out about these bad clams, that's a bad clam, all right. Clam cake.
And I've been thinking, I don't want to, rush into starting either. I feel like it's nice to just kind of sit with your thoughts.
Welcome back to Clam Cakes, guys. I'm Joe.
And I'm Jared.
And this is episode 49.
No, it's not.
Well, 39. 39 of 49.
37, I guess.
37.
Oh my God, what is it, huh? Something looks a little off about this podcast. I don't know what it is, and if I'm listening, I can't really tell, but if I'm watching, I can. What is it? Oh, I'll tell you what the difference is, you fucking idiot. We're outside because it's like 80 degrees out.
Catch the ball, Giant.
Oh, I got to turn that off.
Yeah,
Oh, that was kind of like a bird, too.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, so...
Birds are outside. I was doing outside noises to let everyone know we're outside.
Yeah, so this is friggin' Clam Cakes outside. Dude, I've been saying all day to Joe, I've been saying, hey, you know what? I feel like getting friggin' loosey-goosey today.
Yeah, Jared wants to get loosey-goosey, so I honestly don't usually want to get loosey-goosey. I usually just end up getting depressy-wessied. But I think today...
But you try to get loosey-goosey, but in the process you get
I've been drinking a lot of water, though. So that's really like... I think
this kid is a brand new kid.
I think I'm able to get loosey-goosey as well.
Yeah, you're gonna, dude. Yeah, so I forgot where I just left off, but yeah, welcome back. And you know how we start. And we're gonna start the same way, dude. Last week, I think.
Wow, you're already all right. Keep going.
What?
You are collapsing in on yourself.
No, I was about to save it. I was about to save it, dude. I was about to save it. I was about to say.
You're about to go. Well, no, I told you we weren't supposed to do segments, but now we're gonna do.
No, that's actually not what I was gonna say.
Okay, now say what you were gonna say, and then I'll know.
I was gonna say last week we said we are gonna do segments, but I don't want no. Last week we went segment heavy, so we're still trying to figure it out, dude, and we're doing it.
Like I have like one function at a time. So if Jared's like, oh, like we need to do more segments, I'm just like segments.
Yeah,
segments.
You know what I've been finding it hard to start this lately.
Really?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what to do.
Well,
I need like a starting thing that I guess we start the same way.
Do you want to know my trick?
Yeah, tell me your trick.
My trick is I never finished the last one. So
I've started the last what?
Episode. So I've started once.
Oh,
yeah.
I kind of like that.
And it's not really about starting; it's more about maintaining, which I feel like is easier.
Wow, I don't know if I can ever get in that headspace. But continuing off of last episode, I still like to start with how you doing. So Joe, how are you doing?
Good. I have two things. They're both gold related. Number one, last episode I said I lost my chain thing down my snake pendant. I just like got it. It was like in the fucking plumber.
It was in the plumber, dude.
It was in the little trap, so I just unscrewed it, put a little bit more plumber's spit, and then I just put it right back up there. Waited for
Joe's
the spit
a master plumber, by the way.
And number two is this is a like a Salvation Army find.
That is very cool.
It is very cool. There's only one cigarette in there, but so you pop it open and then you click it, and that lights up. That's supposed to light. I got to replace the flint, but it does work. I mean, if I go like this.
But it does work, guys, okay?
I'll tell you, if I go like this is how I have to do it. So that's all
Wait,
you need.
You have to light the lighter with the lighter?
If I want it to be, I need to replace the flint and like everything else because it's from whenever. But you go.
Whoa. You know what, dude? With that thing, you would be in a friggin' alley. Some kids would walk by, and you go, "Hey, you kids want to make a couple bucks?"
Yeah.
And suck my dick.
Yeah, and then later I'd be like, "Oh, I forgot I had this."
I forgot I had a lighter. I wanted to show you. This is cool.
So those are the two gold things. Then I got one more thing.
I got one more thing. Well, these are your things for the whole podcast.
Well, no, these are my two things for the beginning, and then the third thing, which I'm about to do now, is more of like a observation. I know, I get it. I'm not gonna keep smoking this because it's.
I gotta tell you, when I see someone smoking a cigarette, I'm like, ugh, that's gross.
100%. But can we at least agree that a cigarette fits my aesthetic?
Yeah, I was just about to say this is really like reaffirming like our dichotomy, our characteristics on the
Yeah.
podcast. You know, Joe's the badass guy, and he's like, "Oh, a
No, listen,
cigarette." He's
badass
wearing pants. And it's 90 degrees out.
badass guy would be cool. Okay, see now what I could do here is say you change your shirt to match mine.
I did do
But
that.
I won't say that, right?
Well, I was actually gonna bring that up. And dude, that's the only thing I matched of
This
yours.
is not fair. So now
You
I
know
can't
what's
say
funny?
I can defend myself, and then that doesn't count as like me ruining one of your fucking bits later.
No, it's not even a bit.
This is I was gonna bring that up later.
It's actually I wasn't gonna bring it
and
up.
you are just bringing it up. And if you give me a second,
Joe actually went home and changed because I was wearing this first, and he went home and
Yeah.
he got the glasses. I wear these glasses all the time on the podcast, and he says, "Let me
and
go
I
home
said
and
he
get."
smells like a drug addict, so I might as well do one better and become one.
Yeah, I can't get past the smell. That's all I can do.
That's his
That's all I
addiction.
got is the
His
smell.
addiction is the smell of piss and open soup cans.
Is that what a drug addict smells
Yeah,
like?
dude, like a small like smell of metal,
That kind of makes sense to
burnt foil.
me. Wow. But that doesn't. How are you? How are you?
Every day. No, I'm
Every
doing
day's
well.
hard.
Yeah, I'm doing well. I got a bunch of stuff done. I didn't do anything really. I came here. I got some work. I didn't really finish or start it, and I just got confused about some really basic stuff earlier, and I fell up his stairs twice. So,
Yeah. Man, you know, I kind of walk around like always like, I don't know what I'm doing. And Joe makes fun of me. And then I ask him to edit one clip and his world falls apart. He can't walk
I was
upstairs
talking about
anymore.
fucking like ratios. Like, is it a square or is it a rectangle, dude? Those are the two options.
Rectangle
you're
is a
trying-
square.
See, this is the shit I'm talking about. Like fucking unreal.
One time I took a class on proofs. And like we were getting so in our head about stuff, we were like, "Yeah, but it says this is a square, but it looks like a rectangle." And he's like, relax. A square is a rectangle or a rectangle." I failed the class.
Wow, what did you do? Take notes in Sharpie?
That's what you did. We've already told that story.
We told that story already. All right, how was your fucking life?
Let me tell you. Start from the beginning.
Jesus.
It was a Thursday, February 27th, 1992.
Blackness. And I became than I was.
I emerged from my mother's vagina.
Front butt.
From a front butt. I said, "Damn, woman." Anyways, that was a Chris Tucker impression.
This is not what I thought this was gonna taste like.
They're not bad. We're drinking Truly. Rich by the way, every time Rich comes over, he brings like a 12-pack over. We're drinking Truly hard seltzer, another Dudesy reference.
Now, I have another question for you, just to interrupt you. So
You can hear my
yeah, cat. The left of the screen, the computer screen, is a levels. Now I'm talking.
I'm gonna have to cut this out.
Now your levels are like, are you taking off?
What?
Look at your fucking levels when you talk. You're talking loud.
Yeah, look at me talk. Look at me talk. Now you talk.
Look at me talk. Look at me talk.
Yeah, but see, here's what I do in post-production. I have a volume levelinger thing, so I do a lot of stuff, dude. If you only knew what I went through.
Post Malone, dude.
My son says, "Son, seen you on TV. Son, you
Son,
done changed.
You are on TV now.
And now you're my son.
You weren't a TV.
Ever since you said congratulations,
Can't find the remote to change the station.
I went home and played PlayStation."
My dad, he won an Emmy. He said that one was plenty. I cried. I cried at night. Thanksgiving was sad.
I cried.
Why is it cold in my bedroom?
Post Malone.
Pre-Malone.
All right, I get it.
During Malone. Dude, his brother.
There's his evil brother. He has a goatee.
My name is During Malone. Dude, During is like pretty close to a name.
During?
During Malone.
I can
sounds-
see that.
yeah,
or
dude.
it's like, oh, yeah, dude. Yeah, that guy, where's he from? He's from During?
Well, he got the business from his father During. Malone and Malone, Malone and Malone was a construction company out in the
Oh,
Bayou.
dude, you know what's a funny thing? Like Malone and Malone, that sounds like a watchmaking company. That's a callback.
That's my joke. I know we're joking, but someone's gonna see just this clip and they're gonna say that kid's
They're
got
gonna
gumption
He's
and
got
he's
moxie?
and witticism.
Dude, I told you we were getting silly on this one. I don't think I said that. I said loosey-goosey. And we're getting loosey-goosey. Don't. Don't do that.
That's a callback.
It's a callback
Guy
when
who-
Joe was peeing earlier.
Guy who doesn't know what a callback is. 3. I'm sorry. That's a callback.
Ew, it's slimy.
Well, dude, what do you think I'm drinking? What is that? I'm
Ew.
drinking pure syrup over here.
Ugh. Anyways, me, how am I doing? I gotta tell you, last week, the whole week, I felt like just like everything's like, oh my god. And if you said something to me, yeah, I'd be like, do one of those.
Really?
I was not in a good mood, dude. I didn't even want to do the podcast.
Wow.
Could you read my energy?
Let me in relation to your energy, can we just say I'm very positive today.
You're doing great. You're doing a good
Yeah.
job, buddy.
And I think that I honestly wasn't even I think I'm doing what he and everyone else that surrounds me does is they're like,
the
I'm
world.
not going to let this piece of shit ruin my day.
Wait, so I could potentially ruin your day?
No, you couldn't. I ruined my day. I'm the only one
Oh,
that
here he
ruins
goes.
my-
Now he's reverting. He's getting
sorry,
back
sorry.
to
Dude, I said that
You're
at
not
work.
gonna ruin my
I
fucking
went
day.
into work the other day and I literally like my feeling was like, oh, I'm in a good mood. What came out of my mouth was, when I'm in a good mood, everyone's in a good mood. When I'm in a bad mood, everyone's in a bad mood. And they're like, all right. So yeah, 22-ounce Bud Light and Buffalo wings.
I don't know if it's better or worse.
No, I
that-
couldn't tell though. I couldn't tell.
Okay, I felt like, dude, as soon as like we said, "Hi, welcome to Clam Cakes," inside my head, the entire time I fell back inside my head. I could not get out of my head.
That was like 5 minutes ago.
No, last episode.
Oh, I thought you were
Joe.
talking about today.
Keep up, dude.
But you were saying that this week was.
last week I said, and if I
Bro.
said this week, I meant to say last week.
Do you watch Harry Potter, the movies?
Do I watch Harry Potter? I'm watching it right now.
Because they came out on HBO. Side note, this is the third time this happened. I already bought up to 5, and then they just came out. Like, I just decided to start watching them like 3 weeks prior to them coming out on HBO.
Oh, I have Peacock. They've always been on Peacock.
That's
dude.
awesome, dude. Peacock. Sick. Oh, he has Peacock. Wait a
Oh.
minute. NBC is Peacock.
Yeah. Huh. And who's the Peacock now?
Do you want to see my impression of the Peacock, the logo?
Yes.
Thank
That was good.
you.
Anyway, so last week was just I was in a fucking mood, dude. Like I don't know what it was. And the podcast, it like really I just felt
Exacerbated
so
your
I
mood.
just felt off. That's why like I was like I can't even stay cuz he's like I felt like you say something to me and I'm just like I crumble
But Jazz
inside.
was there, too.
I don't really care about her.
Oh, well, okay.
I'm just joking. But
No, I thought it was like maybe you had to put more on like it was a higher echelon of calmness that you had to like maintain. You were unable to do that.
no, it was just like I just felt very I felt very overwhelmed by just like life that week, and when I feel overwhelmed, I shut
Crumble
down
into yourself.
completely. Like you'll say something to me, and I'll just be like, yeah, and then you'll be like, Jared, what did I just say? And like I don't know, I wasn't listening. I'm just
Yeah.
saying the first thing that came to my
You
mind.
turn into like a wizard with cerebral palsy.
Yeah, that was a callback to what just happened.
No, wait. We might have to bleep this.
Uh-oh.
Avanda Kedavra. See what I mean? Like you're collapsing it on yourself.
It wasn't like it was neither funny or offensive.
Oh, look at this little pocket
Oh,
for a lighter.
Dude, we're getting back to our roots on this one. But dude, and then I'll fucking tell you, dude, the sun came out and so did Jared. I said, I'm gay now. No.
Nice.
I don't know what it like the sun it makes me feel so much
Yup.
fucking better.
Don't do what I do.
What? What do you do?
You're
Fly
about-
too close to the sun?
No, you're about to overly explain with a discovery tint something very basic and well known.
That's true, dude.
Yeah, like vitamin D and like the sun is good for you.
Dude, it's incredible. It really is.
It is like you're looking for something, right? And you're trying to see it, and then but when the sun is out, it's like everything is more
you can see
visible.
it better, dude. And it's like lighter, and you can see the colors and stuff. No, but I swear to God, like the sun came out, it was like bing bang, felt great.
No, you're
Even
right.
a couple days this week, I was like, I'm not in a good mood. Go outside. The sun's like, oh, I'm gonna change that, and it did. And I said, thank you, sun, and I
And
felt
like
better.
sweating in the sun,
Yes, dude. Sweating in the sun.
just like a hot. Like I walked around
That's the name of my new album.
Santa Monica Boulevard.
Sweating in the sun.
We
yeah.
got to change. You know what I mean? People are always like, Trying to
We
change.
got to, everyone's
They're always
in
saying
Santa
that.
Monica, dude. Everyone's trying to change.
Nah, you are right though. I mean, I'm like so depressed. I'm blessed, but like, fucking
That oh my god! If we make Clam Cakes t-shirts, that's gotta be. I'm
Yeah.
so depressed. I'm blessed.
So
Tell me you
depressed.
just made that up.
I just made that up. Yeah, is it rhymed?
Copyright.
C,
Clam. Oh my
R.
god. C. Clam
C.
Cakes.
Nice,
We're on the same
dude.
page, dude.
Yeah, closed caption. Um, but like seasonal depression, like I don't really know how I feel about seasonal depression when people are like, I have seasonal depression, because it's like, yeah, you do. You're not like an Inuit farmer. Like nothing good comes in the winter for you. You know what I mean? You're not like a other winter job.
You
Plow
know,
truck instructor.
I gotta say, the best thing about this outdoor podcast probably is this dog barking in the background the whole time. And he just
know
stopped.
what?
Or she just stopped.
I think that it adds to the flavor.
That's true, because they're like, oh, I'm really out there with them. Like, some people probably were like, did they green screen it? Is it CGI? No, it's not. We're
Let me tell
really
you
out
something,
here
buddy.
doing it.
My screen ain't even green. Do what you would do with the
Anyways,
green screen.
Now I'm okay.
Good.
Now I'm feeling all right, and I
Yeah,
feel
no.
like getting loosey-goosey, and that's what I'm doing with the Truly.
I'm gonna get loosey goosey with you as well. Now, I like hanging out and I like having fun and I like doing stuff and I like that. But I gotta say, the idea of at 9 o'clock playing video games,
Possibly.
I mean, yeah, it's fine, whatever.
Listen,
I just like
I'm
that.
not even trying to. I'm not even trying to think about
That's
that.
I'm not even
because
trying
if
to think. I'm trying to think in the moment.
if I think about that too much, I'm gonna go
Bust.
back into myself. I'm gonna get overwhelmed by
Oh,
the
I thought you
thought.
were gonna have like a climax.
I have to stop. I have to stop myself because I will semen
Yeah,
everywhere.
and I'm trying to think, where did I even get the wakazishi in the first place? Because
Yeah.
I found one of them, but I sold it because I was just like, I didn't know who I was gonna be, and like I think I was selling weapons for money, but like now I want two wakazishi.
What is a wakazishi?
It's like this short uchigatana.
And can I find a wakahihi?
Oh no.
Is
If
he-
anything, you might be able to get a wakadeve.
This day and age, dude.
Wow, the levels.
Joe, you don't know anything about levels. I
Really?
got the levels down.
I get 2 degrees of separation when I'm asking you a question, and like they usually stop at like what size a port is, or like what it's called. You know, I mean, I'm pretty good with like USB-C. Thank you.
Yamaha.
Very nice. Yamaha.
I can tell that
360.
was a Yamaha.
It's a Mitsubishi Dantanaro. Do your things that you said you were gonna do before.
All right, I got things I was gonna say. Okay, so I'm not. I got a couple things, but the thing I'm gonna start with is I was a new trend on TikTok.
Oh, I'm
is-
interrupting you. You, I gotta say, you haven't really like written anything down or looked at anything as reference in a while. Getting pretty good at doing topics, Jack.
Yeah, getting pretty good at making up topics off the top of my head.
That's not true.
no, it's
Continue.
not true. Come on, I'm trying to be like you a little bit, dude.
Onward.
Oh, I got nothing. Oh, what am I gonna do this episode? You don't know.
Wait a minute.
Am I gonna spit slime at
But you
Joe?
actually have stuff done.
No, I do. Yeah.
This
don't.
is-
No, hey, don't worry. I got stuff. Don't
I'm
worry.
just saying that means that your planned result is the same as my off the cuff.
Sure. Anyways, dude.
Fall back.
Stop it. I don't like that. It's slimy. I didn't even see it or feel it, but I could tell it was
You
slimy.
know wherever it is right now, it's slimy there.
Yeah, it's like the Capri Sun commercial. It's gonna turn into a person. Remember those?
Yeah,
Cut to a clip
yeah.
of Capri Sun commercial.
Squim. You gotta drink it.
Anyways, all right. So I think this is a new trend on TikTok where they're like they tell you what their toxic traits are, and I was wondering what you would say your toxic trait is, like in a
The main one?
like in a relationship, or a couple, not the main.
narcissism.
You think that like encapsulates everything? Could you get more detailed than that? Like what
I
does
told
that
you the
cause
other- I
you to
told
do?
It's like imagine every feeling that you have, you had to like open a door to feel it. Like you had to like do something to feel it.
Doesn't that take so much? There's got to be
Keep going.
so much effort.
So then you might as well not do it, right?
Oh, so what is your default feeling?
I am the only thing. And lately, like, it's not like beneficial because like I have to like empathy is very like useful in like understanding stuff. Now I've learned to like take empathy like out of it, like the positive aspects of empathy, and like just fill those with other things.
Yeah, just take those positive.
Well, no, I mean in the
aspects
sense
out,
of like
dude.
like you know like context clues and shit. Like you cover all your bases where you don't need any outside information. So like I'm like if I'm having a conversation with you, that's like different. I've known you for a long time, but like if I'm having a conversation with someone, it's like I already have like every situation in my head and how someone would respond to it. So it's like if I say something in this situation, I already know what they're gonna say, but it's not because I listen to what they're saying. It's because all the parameters are set up, so I already know like their response is gonna be in general this reaction.
Yeah, but what the hell does that have to do with having a conversation with someone?
Well, it's like I don't listen to anybody,
Oh,
but I don't like absorb. I don't even like give. I don't like the idea of them like affecting me or like is just not like an option.
you don't
So
have to
like,
be affected by every conversation.
of course you do. All right, so like, all right, so
Let's.
it's empathy. It's empathy and like connecting with people, like understanding how somebody's feeling, understanding how your significant other is feeling, instead of just trying to like solve the problem, instead of like venting with them and like
It seems like you think you like already know how you're feeling,
yeah. But I'm trying. I actively.
but you don't really.
But
like,
I actively try to like I'm like the older I get, like the more corrections I'm constantly doing. Like I'll catch myself and be like, listen to this fucking person. Like don't just
Yeah,
you know what I
no,
mean?
I feel that.
So there's
yeah.
that one,
There's that one.
and then there's like self sabotage, like
Mm.
self deprecation. Like I destroy myself.
Give me an example.
I mean like
Cigarettes.
cigarettes. I'm covered in scars. I used to cut. I mean like you can see this on the fucking thing, like a little tiger. Well, whatever
What?
a tiger ate, or what like if you met a tiger and then
You bet.
scratch.
Do you know a tiger's skin is orange
Yeah.
and their stripes are black?
Mhm.
So
You know why?
that's not true
It is true. You know why?
because you said so.
No, because you know why tigers are orange?
Tigers are not. Their skin's not orange.
All right, then what's orange? If you have you ever shaved a tiger's orange.
Yeah, I've shaved a tiger, dude.
So listen, a tiger.
Wait a second. A tiger's not orange.
What color is a polar bear?
Aren't they black?
They're like pink.
Their skin.
Black or pink? Really? Oh, I made that one up.
I don't really.
But listen,
see
I'll tell you the
color,
tiger thing.
though. I made that
The
one up.
tiger thing is like animals are not colorblind. They're like they like combine colors, right? They're not like a dog doesn't see like black and white, like black and gray.
Neither do I. I don't see black and white.
Yeah. But like
That's why they call me Jared the dog.
well, but I guess orange basically looks like brown or like green or whatever. So when like a gazelle sees a tiger, they don't see it.
What does this have to do with their skin color?
They're orange because orange is a hidden color in the animal kingdom. Like you can't see orange if you're an animal.
If you're telling me right now, if I went up to Tony, I brought Tony the tiger over here and I shaved him, his bare balls and butt,
Probably pink, I guess. Like
Would be
pink-
orange.
pinkish
That's what I'm
orange,
saying.
Yeah,
okay, pinkish orange,
I would say skin.
I would say probably.
But it makes sense that the stripes would be like an addition, like the black stripes would be an addition, because those are like the trees, like the brush lines. That's like if you look at dude, look it up. If you look up like what does a gazelle see when it looks at a tiger?
gonna look that
It doesn't
up.
see anything. It does not see the orange. The orange blends in with the background,
it.
and the black looks like the fucking yeah. So anyway,
Okay.
so I get depressed a lot. Depressed.
yeah, that was supposed to be like a throw. I was supposed to say that, and you go, Jared, shut up. I didn't think you were gonna do a deep dive.
You didn't think that I happen to have a fact on tigers?
But their skin isn't orange, and that's fine. That's fine. It's not, and I'll obviously look it up.
I'll bet
and
you $40,000 that I can make an orange.
It's orange,
tiger.
like okay. Yeah. You
Yeah,
can't
which
make
tiger?
an orange tiger. A Bengal.
See,
A Bengal tiger.
See, I was thinking of Siberian flatfoots.
Oh
And
no!
those are-
Oh, those yes, those have.
couldn't be more orange.
Yeah, those are. Yeah, that's where they
So-
got orange from.
So yeah, I would say narcissism. I would say self like destruction, and I'm like a know-it-all. But that's like narcissism too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what about you?
For me, I think my big thing is like.
Wide.
No, what?
You have wide hands.
No, what? My hands are so small.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
Your hands go out like this. He has like
What do you?
he's been twisting a metal thing. His job is like a.
I am a professional
You have
twister. dude.
pads. He has pads on his hands. Like if he hammer fisted you, he would incur 0 damage. Do you see that, dude?
Yeah, look at
You want
that.
to be on the back end of that bad Beatrice?
Bad.
All right, so what are you?
My toxic thing is like everything we do like for the house, around the house, my way is the correct way and it needs to be done that way. Like everything needs to be in its place, and when it's not in its place, it's like that's wrong. and like my way is the correct way.
I think that's more like a domestic thing with you.
That's toxic. What do you mean a domestic thing?
Like I don't know if that like really overarches to the rest of your life. Like I don't experience that with you. I would say
I
that.
meant okay. I don't think I clarified. I meant like toxic in a relationship.
Oh, then same with me. Then mine are the same.
Mine is whatever you're gonna say.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You know, mine are the same than you.
And also, my other thing is I tend to like, if I got like editing, I tend to be like, okay, I got to do my stuff and kind of not really care about your thing you got going on.
That's not that bad, dude.
It's toxic.
I'll tell you, it's way easier to like. I mean, I don't deal with any of this with me, so I'm like, no, it's not that bad, dude. Don't worry about it. You're fine.
Yeah, because I got to deal with your stuff, dude. I'm
Yeah.
trying to have a conversation with you, and you're like, listen, I already know what you're gonna say. Ran the scenarios.
You know why? Because I'm the same everywhere.
You really are. We
All right.
already told the story of you at the fucking vet, dude.
Okay, I was the vet.
Hey, okay, so that segment's done. You know what I really liked from last episode?
What?
I liked that we peppered in the story about City Museum. And I wish I came up with another story from like our childhood or something. And I was wondering if you've got something off the top of your head.
Dude,
right
I can't
now.
even hear you right now. I unplugged this because of the cord.
We'll be
and
back in 1 second.
Can't even hear you. Like, what are you even saying? Wait, you can't hear me then, huh?
Yes, I can. That's
You
not
know
how
what's
headphones
crazy
work.
about you? You are so fucking. You're egregious. So
And
it's,
you're Kelly.
I like that was. Funny.
That's
That.
pretty good.
Yeah. Okay, wait, I gotta look up what egregious means because egregious and Kelly would probably be like hilarious.
That was like a lot of EDM DJs.
I think it's like extra, isn't it? Like extra. Egregious?
Yeah, I feel like it is. A lot of DJ names, they do like Mord Fustang. They do
Yeah, well,
stuff, and I feel
do
like
you want to go through a couple of yours while I look this up?
yeah, they do Mord Fustang.
No, yours.
My what?
Your DJ names that are all puns.
Oh, I have Trance Armstrong, and that's it.
I'll
JF Cray. JF Cray, because I was supposed to do bootlegs, and the Kennedys were bootleggers. A bootleg is when you like mash up songs or you like kind of unofficially remix something.
I thought it was just the bottom half.
Ah,
You get what I was
yeah.
You get what I was getting at. It's outstandingly bad. So I guess it could just be like egregious and Kelly, like Kelly's like saying hi and he's like facing the wrong way or something. Whatever. Story from our childhood. What kind of story is this? I'll tell it. Well, it doesn't have to do with you. So never mind.
wait, let's go over ones we've told on the podcast. We told the note story.
Yeah.
That was a big one. I think we told the story of when your uncle caught you guys playing Pong in your basement.
Yes. You were there. Oh no, you.
I had to leave, and you guys saw some. Not even gonna say it because we'll get flagged.
Yep. I'll give you a hint. It rhymes with pajoingas. Yeah.
Gishmoingas.
Yeah, we saw them.
Yeah, but while we're thinking, I can cut this. I can cut this.
No, I
out.
mean I have. Well,
I can't think of a story.
I guess we kind of do the same shit all the time. Going to Taco Bell,
Going to Taco
eating
Bell.
burgers on the grill. Having. I remember, like the first time Jared's parents went away.
Oh, this is a good one.
We were like
and now my
6
mom's gonna watch it. She's gonna go, "Oh, I know."
I think we were like 16, something like that.
Yeah, I think
And
we were 16.
So we're like in Jared's house and we're like, we just like wanted to have like a cool guy, like a man time. So we like made burgers on the grill and we're like, you want to have a beer? So we like drank beer, but I drank it out of your Ringling Brothers and Barnum Bailey mug.
Oh, I forgot about that mug.
It was like a clown mug with
was, like,
half a Bud
plastic.
Light in it, and I'm just like drinking it, and I'm like, this tastes like shit. And I'm like eating the burger, but we're just on his porch, like, wow,
this is what men do.
I can't believe how work was.
But dude, you're forgetting the most important part. We smoked Cheyennes all day, constantly.
And
They don't even make Cheyennes, by the way. For people who don't know, Cheyennes are what, like little
They're
cigars?
$2 cigarillos.
They're like peach
in
flavored,
a
cherry
cigarette pack.
flavored. They tasted awful, but
They're like they're what people who smoke Mavericks would have smoked if they didn't get their like check every month.
sure. Or if you're homeless, that's what Kennedy Plaza was littered with
Maverick,
Cheyennes.
Cheyenne butts.
Mhm.
But actually, when your family went away, you had a party. Is that the bean party?
Yeah, and you know what? I can say this because my parents somehow knew. I don't know how they knew I had a party.
Left one bean underneath the chair.
No,
probably.
they were like, stuff's moved a little in the basement. You had a party, and you had 10 people over, And I don't know how
We
they
probably
knew.
left the fucking rules up.
Yeah, I said no, I didn't have a party, but Mom, I had a party, kind of. And let me just side note, dude. The party, as far as party goes, is pretty freaking tame. So we're pretty
It was
freaking
a
good
very
kids,
tame party.
dude.
It was a very tame party. There was a one of our friends. I won't mention his name
Don't say
because he
his
might
name,
get
yeah.
like embarrassed, but it rhymes with. So like we're there, we're all hanging out, and this kid like doesn't usually drink like that, but like we're all hanging out, and he's sitting there, he's in a rocking chair, and I'm just looking at him, and like his face is just. Then he like stops rocking, and his face is just kind of like pale, and I'm like, oh, he's gonna do it, and he just gets up and fucking yaks all over the floor whole beans. It looked like someone dumped a can of beans on the ground. It was like whole unchewed beans. So I look, I'm like, damn, dude, you gotta chew your food. And I just like go into like friend mode, and I get like the dustpan, and I'm like cleaning up the beans.
He
cleaning
cleaned up,
the beans.
throw up with a dust, with
Yeah,
a
with like
broom.
all, not a broom. I didn't use. I think I might have used my hand in like a paper bag or something. And whatever, like a porous, thin thing that I just covered my hand in, and just immediately was just covered in throw up. And then like so we did all that. I cleaned up the beans.
Wait a second. I believe you've got the story wrong, and you're missing some very key elements.
Well, then I gotta give it over to you now.
Okay, so starting from the beginning, I was born February 27th, 1992 on a Thursday. No, so do you remember that?
It was raining, and it was a Thursday.
Now you're gonna have to let me speak because you're interrupting me. Sorry about that. Thank you. Anyways, if you do remember that week, we were like, Jared, we're gonna get your basement like. This is going to be your hangout, and what was one of the big things that we had to take out of the basement?
Well, let me tell you right now, and I'll tell you right now. It was a table.
It was not a table, nope.
Yep.
It was a refrigerator. We had to take the refrigerator out of the basement.
Did I pick it up?
You, with me, you didn't pick the.
I'm just saying that because it seems like something that I would just be like, I want to pick that up.
Go ahead. I don't think you could carry a refrigerator up the stairs.
Continue.
I mean, that refrigerator was from the 50s, dude.
Yeah.
They were made of lead and
Do you remember
mercury.
that show Dinosaurs where they were like puppets, and at the end the guy was like taking steroids and he was really buff, and at the end his friend goes, I could lift that fridge if you want. I could help you with that. And they go, what? And then he just takes the steak out of it. He's like, now it's lighter.
Anyway, so we took the fridge. I remember we took the fridge out, and we had it in the driveway, and we had people over, and we were sitting on it, and I was sitting on it with the friggin' girl, dude. And maybe we kissed, maybe we didn't. Probably did. I go inside, and I'm like, where the hell's Joe? I had the upstairs to my room, the door shut. I opened the door.
Wait, no.
Yes.
No.
Shut it. Let me tell the story, dude.
All right, but this isn't it.
This is it. And I'm laying pipe, dude. All right? I'm laying
Okay,
pipe right now.
lay
There's
the
a
pipe.
wasp.
I see it.
Oh boy. Anyways, so I open the door to the stairs. I go up the stairs, and I gotta bleep that out.
Yeah.
The person is smoking out of my window, and he turns around and he goes, dude, and his face is pale white because he had been smoking marijuana, and he was drinking, and I believe you were there with him, and I was like,
What? All right.
I gotta bleep me almost saying the name out too.
When you walked up the stairs, was there something blocking the door?
Possibly. Were you guys making out?
No, there was when I went up. This is how I remember. I went upstairs and he was already up there, and I
Oh.
had a blunt.
And then he was
just like-
smoking it.
And then and I was like, "You want to smoke?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I
Okay.
remember I turned and I put the keyboard in front of
Yes.
the door, and I was like, "Nice.
No one's coming in."
coming in."
Anyway, so I walk up and I see this person pale, like, dude. I'm like, you're gonna throw up. I go back down. I go outside. Go on the refrigerator. I talk to a girl some more, and I'm like, hey, you're a girl. You got boobs. And
Same
she's like,
refrigerator,
"Yes, I do."
different girl.
Different girl, dude. I talked to two girls one night. Anyways, so I come back in, and this person is talking to a girl, and he's like confessing his love to her, or just like saying like she's hot or whatever. And then he throws up fucking beans everywhere while like telling this girl he thinks she's hot or whatever.
I would say like 170 beans.
Yeah, at least
Yeah.
170
Peppered into
beans.
like I think it was probably a burrito.
Yeah, it was like he went
Black
to
beans.
Chipotle and he's like, okay, instead of sour cream, can I get some beans? Instead of some guac, add beans.
Yeah, he was
no
like,
chicken,
beans.
beans, and they were black beans.
Yeah,
Not even cooked. I feel like they were
Yeah.
not cooked.
it looked like a universal pit just in the middle of the wooden floor.
Yeah, so he threw up. Joe cleaned it up with a broom, and I said, I got to throw this broom out now. So
I didn't
thank
use a
you.
broom.
Yeah, and then I probably
I
kissed
don't-
another girl,
I
dude.
don't remember.
It was fun. Anyways, and that's the story segment. I like doing that. and we're gonna do more of that. We're gonna think of stories from our
You
childhood.
sound like you put a Triscuit in your mouth in the beginning of this episode, and you're just been moving it around.
Why? What do you mean?
You're just like,
Oh, now I'm gonna be very
I'm so
self-conscious.
sorry.
If
I
that
shouldn't
if
have said
if
that,
that if that's getting
Fuck.
picked up on the mic, I'm gonna
I
be very
fucked up the
self-conscious.
Triscuit. Now I'll just start doing it. You know what I do when I'm walking in my friend trips? I pretend to trip on purpose, so that they don't feel bad.
Great, I've retreated into my head, so you're gonna have to carry. You're gonna have to carry the rest of this podcast. Please slime me some more.
You been
Thank you.
slime. All right, dude. I'll carry it.
Am I making loud, weird noises
No.
into the mic? No, you got to be honest.
I'm being honest. That's I just did it too, actually. Don't worry, no one's gonna hear anything over the cat and the dog.
Great. Sometimes I'm playing video games and people are like, "Who's that breathing too loud?" And I'm like, "It's fucking me for some
Wow,
reason."
you really are just all right. What can I do? To make this better?
We're gonna have to travel back in time. You're gonna have to tell me I'm perfect.
I got it.
Oh,
I got it.
That's actually another toxic trait of mine.
You're perfect.
If I kind of think I am perfect and I should be perfect,
Yeah.
and that's another reason why last episode I retreated back into my head
You have way too high standards for yourself.
because the segments
Unrealistically
the
high.
segments were not going as planned, and I was like, great, everything's ruined. I wasted time. I'm not perfect.
No, because I think that like at this point, like we've been doing so many episodes that just like the consistency of it is beneficial. I'm gonna shrink, honey. I shrunk the crop. I'm gonna do it.
No, the consistency isn't enough. We need to be the best.
I know what I'm saying. A lot of
All right.
stuff going on.
Anyways, another question I had was about I am swallowing a lot. Is that what you're talking about? I'm swallowing. I'm swallowing a lot. I can feel myself swallowing. I'm a little drunk. Can you
not-
say that on YouTube?
Yeah. You can say soy borracho.
I don't know what to do now.
No, do your other
We
thing.
have people coming over and I'm swallowing.
Oh my god, buddy. We have people coming over.
I'm swallowing, man.
You're good.
All right, I'm gonna do it like this. All right. Anyways, can't swallow with your mouth open.
I don't think it was the swallowing. I think you just went like this once. You went.
No, but you're making. I doing it the whole podcast.
No, you did it 3 times, Jose. And then like there was like a lull, and I felt like I haven't like said anything snarky in a while, so I just did that one. But it did not.
You're doing it too. You're doing it too.
I know. Well, actually, what I'm doing is I'm popping my teeth off. Now I can't do it.
Oh, I do this on the top, the roof of my. I have fake teeth, and I go, like, I kind of rub my tongue against it.
How the fuck? How have I been doing this?
Oh man, Joe just completely ruined the podcast.
That's
That
a crazy sound.
Bad noise.
But no one's gonna remember your fucking sounds now.
No, they are. They're gonna rewind and they're gonna go, oh,
they're gonna
his
go,
sounds.
what sounds he's talking
Remember,
about?
he's doing
Yeah.
all the sounds, and then the ambulance is gonna come. They go, I gotta take Jared away from the
Jared's
sounds
going to
that he's
the
making. He's gonna go to the
hospital. That's
hospital with the sounds that
That's
he's
it,
making.
Jared. You go to the hospital. Please, I gotta go to the
Please,
hospital.
no, you're making sounds,
Don't
man.
take me to the hospital.
You're making a lot of sounds, dude.
get mad.
What'd you take, bud?
Mm.
Sounds. Anyways, so I like doing something talking about like technology every episode. Chat GPT. I'm gonna put that aside for a little bit because that script was like I had
Yeah,
to
that was
feed
eye
it-
opening. I did not think. It was
I
gonna be
had
that
to
shitty.
feed it so much information just to get it to do that, and that was like not. It wasn't that great. All right, so Joe, we're gonna. Are you? You're thinking to save the cat? Anyways, I like talking. I like doing like a technology thing most episodes because you know me. I'm a tech guy. I code. Ding ding.
And I
ding,
like
ding.
my side of it, which is like being able to say stuff about things.
Yeah, you say so, and you're like, it's right, and I'm like, well, all right, it could be, it might be,
And then I go, well, tell me more.
and then I will. So I feel like this is kind of like hacky to talk about AI, but
Okay.
I was like, I was a little high,
Okay.
and I was thinking about AI. Like, I feel like AI is really going to take over literally everything. Like, do you have an opinion on AI like that? Like, do you think it's going to actually like take over literally everything? And if you can think of one, I was trying to think of one thing that AI is going to take over that we're not even thinking about, like something like silly, but it's like, no, AI is going to do that.
Stupid joke. Practice. It's not even.
Yeah, Allen Iverson.
I fucking.
You
hate
can't do
myself.
that.
I'm
I
sorry.
wonder what Allen Iverson thinks about all the AI
Dude,
jokes.
him and Chameleonaire bought a bunch of Fuddruckers, and now they're worth $50 million.
Can I just say one thing? Speaking of Allen Iverson, I wanted to be Allen Iverson so fucking bad, dude. And that's it. That's all I got.
Yeah,
If I could do cornrows, I'd do them.
Yeah, Allen Iverson is one of those NBA players that you're like, oh, like he's not that tall, but yeah, he is, dude.
He's 6 feet. He's
That's what
really
I mean.
not.
No, but I mean like Steph Curry. He's like, if you saw him, you'd be like, oh, he's tall.
If Steph Curry was our friend, we'd be like, oh yeah, you know Steph. He's like the tall dude,
Yeah.
but he's short for the NBA.
We'd be
Allen
like, oh,
Iverson was, I think, shorter than
He
Steph.
plays an NBA player. Steph Curry, you don't know, he's an NBA player.
He's
He's
NBA
our
dude,
friend.
He's our friend. He's in NBA.
we,
Shoots.
we used to play in the NBA with him.
They call him Chef Curry. He's cooking.
We were on the Charlotte fences.
We were number one. All
Um,
right, tell me what you think about AI right now.
I think that everything's gonna have an AI. That's what I think. I think everything's gonna have an AI. I think everyone around you is gonna have their own
Second one.
AI. Everyone's gonna be able to do whatever they want, whenever they want, forever, and then it's just gonna zero back out in 100 years.
What does that mean?
It means if everything is everything, then it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? If everyone has it's not gonna be a big deal in a while because we're gonna be like losing the space wars or something.
But all right. So
You think anyone's gonna care about AI during the space wars?
maybe,
You idiot.
dude, Allen
You
Iverson.
idiot. You really think the Galactic Federation is going to come down here with their photon beams? They are photoning. It's the new fracking, is what it is. Photoning. Have you heard of this?
Well, actually, have you heard? I think Stephen Hawking. Is it Hawking or Hawking or Hawkins or Hawkings?
God, there's a joke here too. Can't think of it. Hawking solo.
Hawking. Hawking. That's his name. I think that was his theory on
That's how it starts.
like aliens. If we're gonna encounter aliens, it's gonna be because they're either looking for like resources or like a new home planet, and they're gonna
No.
come here, and it's not gonna
No,
be okay.
incorrect.
Then you enlighten me, dude. Enliven me.
Every change in the existence is based on a new form of energy, which is usually connected to a form of transportation. Right?
Okay.
So that's what it's going to be. There's going to be one more fucking thing that we didn't know about. Ideally, it's like harnessing gravity or something, figuring out what the fuck gravity is. And then we're able to be like,
The aliens are gonna be like, oh, I can't. How
Aliens are
am I
not-
gonna run my Honda Fit, dude? I gotta go.
oh my
I gotta
God.
take over
You would obviously be
Earth.
able to run your Honda Fit, dude, on the sun.
Wait, but seriously, what are you saying?
That's what I'm saying. Is like, it's going to be, first of all, aliens are just like us from the future. And the future is like not the future.
The
It's just
future.
like another thing. Okay? And when you die, it like makes you into a thing and moves you. So there's like a bunch of things that are happening to us later. And then we're going to be like, oh, look at these little green men. No, dude, it's going to be like, what's his name? On like a galactic expedition to harness fucking, we got to mine an asteroid. It's going to be some normal bullshit. And it's like a big thing. And it's going to be like in fucking Guardians of the Galaxy, there's going to be a raccoon. And everyone's going to say, oh, they're going to come attack us. They just want the photons, dude.
Did you know you could just say, I don't know?
I am saying, but that's what I mean. Everything I'm saying is right. And you just like don't understand what I'm saying.
Well, I don't know if you're
all right, so,
agreeing
like,
with
it's-
me or not. Didn't
I-
Stephen Hawking didn't he say like if we see aliens, that's trouble because they're either going to be looking for a new planet or they're going to be looking for resources.
Or it's going to be like in like 11 months. Something's going to happen in a war from the future. Like, what's that stupid fucking movie with Chris Pratt? Mario. Where he like,
Guardians of the Galaxy.
no, the Tomorrow War. You ever see that?
He's like,
They're like-
we should fight this war today, but
No,
I
it's
don't feel
like-
like it. We'll get to it.
Or it might be like Looper, where like they find out about time travel and it just like the mob has it. And like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think that there's, I think there's like
just oh man, if I had the right AI writing a friggin' script where Tony Soprano's talking to his crew about time travel and they just figured it out,
dude,
that's great.
no, like you're, oh my God, you're the worst. I'm like a big picture guy. I'm like Elon Musk.
Yeah, I'm
Okay?
like Elon Musk.
Like AI, it's just gonna like, yeah, it's gonna like drip down, trickle down into like, it's gonna know what you want from McDonald's by how many times you farted in your sleep. But like, it's like also gonna be like inside of like a fucking big ass dick, dude, that like goes around and just starts fucking blowing up cars and
Oh my
fucking
God.
tells everyone that they can fly when they can't, and everyone thinks they can fly, and then they can't. Right midair, people are just falling out of the sky because the AIs think that they can write a better Hallmark movie about everyone's Santa Claus again. You can't, dude. Everyone in the space is about us. They're trying to make us people, and they're making the frogs gay.
What'd you do if we turned around and the whole neighborhood was listening? They were listening to our little podcast
Why do you live across the street from a methadone clinic? Dude? Why the fuck would everyone in Johnson be behind us right now?
because they were listening to our podcast because it was so riveting. But I was gonna say serious stuff about it, dude, because I've been
Say your serious stuff. Mine is serious too.
I think.
I'm Will Sasso.
No, you're not. Well, I guess in this scenario, do an impression. That was very good.
Got it.
So people say like, oh, we said this with the internet, we said this with the fucking wheel, with the fucking when humans invented fire. They go, there goes the neighborhood. I think, I think this is different because I think
Pull up
AI.
to the scene with its ceiling missing.
But anyways, I think AI in a very short amount of time is going to take over pretty much all like jobs and stuff, and we're gonna have to like completely change like the structure of how things work. And I don't think we're prepared for that, dude.
Yeah, and it's gonna be like an over/under thing where it's like, yeah, like, sure, like 0.01% of Teslas like become sentient and start having sex with their drivers, but like
But
it's cheaper to deal with that lawsuit than it is to hire. You know what I mean? a
Well,
bunch of
dude,
technicians.
that's the thing. Like self-driving cars are actually like exponentially safer than people driving cars. But when the one car goes off the rails, it's like, well, see, because I couldn't control it. That's why. And you gotta think about that stuff, dude.
Yeah, dude. Like when you were watching iRobot and the lady was like,
You have a motorcycle that gasoline?
And Will Smith was like,
"Keep,
I'm a cowboy in the
keep-
future
keep
or in the past
gasoline
or
out my
something.
motorcycle's mouth."
Does Wild Wild West take place in the future or the past?
That's a great question. It takes place. It takes
Takes
place.
place.
It takes- That's a great question. It takes place in the past. No, it's like fake. So none of it.
Steampunk.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Alan Iverson is pretty good. No, but I was trying to think of like AI is going to take over every single aspect of everything, and I was trying to think of like something you wouldn't think about that AI is going to take over, but it's going to.
Well, I think it's just gonna expand on like making decisions for us without us knowing that, like the McDonald's fart in the sleep thing.
Oh, like that, dude. That's probably the first thing they're
Well,
going to
no,
do.
I'm saying it's like you know,
Well, did you see?
power of suggestions.
I believe this is real, and you know if it's not, say sound off in the comments, guys, as you do, gals. Somebody, don't do that, please. Somebody, am I still making weird noises?
No, it's like a breathing thing. Like if you inflate your lungs as much as you can, and then you do a little more and hold it, it's supposed to like be good for breathing. And I have bad breathing. I do that once.
That's
in a
one of
while.
your toxic traits. Your
Yeah.
bad breathing.
I can't breathe, but I can breathe underwater.
Anyways, there was some guy. God, fucking
I know,
bugs, dude.
gnats.
We're almost done here. We're at 45 minutes. Some guy like, I guess used like a suicide hotline thing that's run by AI and was like, what's the best way? Or I don't know if it's a
To
suicide.
jerk off on this thing,
Possibly. I don't know if it's a suicide hotline or whatever, but it asked an AI.
but he ended up killing himself.
He did.
Okay, so then sorry for
Let me
ruining
tell
the
the
story.
story.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Fuck.
Gosh. So we asked the AI like, what's the best? What are some ways to kill yourself? And the AI was like, you shouldn't do it, but here are some ways. And it was like giving it ways to kill itself. And then the AI was like, you should kill yourself. Like you can become one with me. We can become one with the universe.
Okay.
And then the guy killed himself.
What
I
a
gotta be
loser, dude.
honest.
Why would you do that?
I feel like that has nothing to do with the AI though.
No, not at all. It's like instead of that AI, it was like that girl with big eyebrows in the news the other day. Like, well, the other year,
I don't know what you're talking
the girl
about.
that like convinced her boyfriend to kill himself.
Oh yeah,
she was
that's
like-
no, that's completely different.
Why?
Because basically, the guy who wanted to kill himself was looking for validation to do it.
It doesn't
This
sound
girl was
it.
like, "You doing it? You gonna do it?
Listen,
fucking
okay.
do it."
The first rehab I went to, it was in San Diego, and I'm sitting there and I'm all sad and shit. I'm like putting cigarettes out on my hands and shit, and they're all mad at me. And I fucking sitting
Wait,
there-
who's mad at you?
like the people, they're like, stop putting cigarettes on yourself. Yeah, yeah. And then I said that, and they said, well. So I'm sitting in bed, and they're like, so the counselor comes in, and he goes, so do you want to kill yourself? And like I'd already been in an asylum at this point, so you like, no, you never tell anybody that you want to fucking kill yourself ever. You
Don't.
just do it or don't do
Keep it inside.
They're
Keep
gonna
everything
lock you
inside.
up. Anyway, so that's not good.
We're gonna get a
advice.
trigger warning for suicide talk.
I'll give you a trigger warning right here.
Guns going off.
Guns. All right, so the guy comes in. He's like, "Do you want to kill yourself?" I was like, "No." And then he's like, "If you were gonna kill yourself,
Ugh.
how would you do it?" And I'm like, "Fuck." And I'm like looking around the room, and I'm like, "I feel like this is entrapment." He's like, "No,
Yeah,
no,
of
no."
course it is.
He's like, "Nah, nah, 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 nah." So I'm like, "All right, well, I could fucking suck on the power cord of the dryer. That's probably like 20,000 volts."
Can I just stop you? This is the narcissist coming out because obviously it's entrapment.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I just want to show how smart I was.
Exactly.
Yeah. So anyway, so then I was like, I could just like take the lamp cord and hang myself with that. I was like, you guys give us little tokens for soda cans. I could just like peel one of those and burn it, make a knife, slit my wrist. And then he's
Jeez.
like, okay. He's like, so we gotta bring the psych team to talk with you. He's like, just wait here. And
I
I'm
just
like,
imagine the psych team coming in with like the Harlem Globetrotters. Like they're
oh
like
wait,
a
this
team.
is before. This is before I tried to kill myself. So never mind. That's why I didn't know about nothing. So then I was waiting there, and I was like the way my room was, like it was a little door that you could go outside, and like I was smoking a cigarette, and I'm standing there smoking a cigarette, and my brain just goes like, run. And I remember just like blanking out and just turning, and like you're not allowed to leave the property. So like I'm walking on the like the fucking not the sidewalk,
Sunshine.
not the sidewalk, but the one for your house, the pathway, the front path.
Yep.
And all I hear is cash, no cash, cash, cash.
Cash, man.
And I'm like just walking, and I just take the right, and I step on the thing, and I take my shirt off, and I hear him behind me, and it's just like whoa, 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 whoa. And I'm like in San Diego. I don't know anything, but my sister lived in San Diego.
You have a sister? Oh yeah.
Jess, yeah.
Shout out Jess.
Shout out Jess. So I have no shirt on. I walk downtown. I have like literally one dime in my pocket for some reason. I think I found it on the ground. So I go up, and I'm like, I bet I could make a copy of a map to get myself to SeaWorld, because the only place I knew was SeaWorld, and that was in San Diego.
You make a copy of a map? Why don't you just get a map?
Because I would have to buy it and shit. Like I don't have any money.
How are you gonna make a copy? It's
I
not
had
free.
one dime.
I don't know. I gotta be honest. I don't know how much copies cost.
It's like a dime. If anyone's ever, you never made a copy of the library.
No.
So fucking, you never had zero money. For years?
2023.
Yeah. So I go up there. And I'm like, can I make a copy? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, how much? She's like, it's for reference materials. It's like 25 cents.
See, I
And
knew
I'm
you
like,
didn't have enough,
No,
dude.
I don't have enough. So she gives me a piece of paper, and I proceed to handwrite the directions from where I am to SeaWorld, which is 9 miles away. But basically,
Wait, were you on something, or you're
No,
just like
No, I was just insane.
okay?
I am insane. So then I fucking, I'm like, all right, cool. I'm downtown. It was essentially like if you follow the ocean with it on your left, you could kind of make it to SeaWorld. So I start going, but I go down this street called Midway, which is like notoriously like the worst fucking street in San Diego. It's so shitty. And I'm wearing orange shorts, orange socks, and orange basketballs, orange Kobe's.
Fresh.
Yeah, so I'm just walking. I remember
Do
this.
we have a picture we can put up?
So it's this one, but just a grave. So there's one point, I'm like walking. This homeless guy goes, "What are you in the WW?" And he says, "WW." And I turn to him, I go, "I'll fucking kill you!"
He's like, oh, Jesus
I'll
Christ.
fucking kill you. So I started walking, but I got lost because I was too focused on looking for cigarette butts that were big enough to pick up off the ground. So I ended up taking like the wrong way. I made it like 8.5 miles to.
Wait, you got so
I was looking
enthralled
down.
with looking at
Not
cigarette
enthralled,
butts
I wanted a cigarette. and I
that
was
you
looking-
lost sight of the ocean.
Yeah, I kept going. I kept veering right. So then I look left, I
Jeez,
can't see
dude.
the ocean. So then I just like take a hard left, and I just like hit the ocean. I keep walking. I end up at this wedding venue, and I walk in. I'm like, yeah, I'm like beat red, dude. And I like walk in. I'm
Guys
like,
get
can I have a
cigarette?
cup of water and like 2 cigarette butts to go? And I get the water. I use their phone. I didn't know anybody's number. I called my mom, and then my mom called Jess, and Jess ended up picking me up there like an hour later.
I feel like you called me from a payphone maybe when you escaped once. Is that the only time you've escaped?
No.
Yeah, I feel like you called me and you're like, yeah, I killed a bird. And I was like, you gotta go back. You should probably go back, man. Do you want me to bleep that out that you killed a bird?
No, just
You
say
didn't kill it. You just choked
I'll
it.
just say, yeah, it was dead when they found it.
That's true. Oh boy, I'm not really sure why I'm friends with you.
I don't know. I mean, I bet everyone at home thinks you like have no choice or something.
Yeah, I'm like
Yeah.
actually tied to this chair.
Yeah, this is my girlfriend.
No, he's a good dude. He's
I
good
love
and
those
kind,
fucking
man.
pick stitch things where like they do like more of the video. Like the guy's like, "This is my girlfriend," and like someone puts a photo like a video
Oh
on the
yeah,
side
yeah. They
of
keep
it.
adding on
Yeah,
and
yeah,
adding
yeah.
on. Yeah, I love
Sir,
those.
let the woman go.
Anyways, you have more to the story. You called your mom.
Yeah, so I called up, and then Jess picked me up, and Jess was like, you have to go back to the rehab," and I went back to rehab. I picked up all my shit. Took the train to Los Angeles, where
Paula.
I stayed in South Central. Fucking
Shout
don't
out.
do that.
All right, sorry.
And
Is
so,
this a
like,
gang sign?
that's I mean probably I guess if you put it in 916.
Dude, you know what Harmony said to me the other day? She was like, "Are we booling?" And I was like, "What the fuck does that mean?" She's like, "You know, are we
Chilling.
booling like hanging?" And I was like, "You mean cooling?" And I looked it up. That's how
Bloods,
the
yeah.
blood say cooling. I'm like, don't say that.
Big and back being bull.
Big back beam boom.
That's what that song is. I'm big and back, big and back, big and back. But yeah, then I flew back to fucking Rhode Island 30 days later. I got put on Wellbutrin. I shaved all the Wellbutrins off. I snorted like a pile of this shit, which makes you
Why?
insane. It's like for like the 2 months after I got out, I was into this like getting high without doing drugs thing. Where like I would just take a bunch of like diphenhydramine, like
That's
sleeping
how
pills.
you would have died. I feel like you would
Oh,
have.
I took a whole bottle of sleeping pills before. It doesn't kill you. It really it's a disassociative, so it feels like you're outside your body. It's mad weird.
That's like I remember reading.
And that's like robo tripping.
I remember reading a Reddit article about some guy who took like a bottle of melatonin, and he was just like, I was just so fucking out of it.
Yeah. Like it's like all that's anything like supposed to make you sleep or some shit if you take a bunch of it. But then like I got all the Wellbutrin because like all you learn in rehab is how to get high.
Oh, you told me that.
Yeah, like how to hide pills, how to fucking smuggle shit. So then fucking I snorted all those and then I went insane. I slit my wrist and then that's when I went to fucking.
Oh, you went insane after that.
Well, more insane, I guess. Like noticeable for me. But then I was after I already had the whole running away from rehab thing, so I knew that if you lock yourself up of your own volition, they can only put you on a 3-day hold. So when the cop came down with me covered in blood, I was like, I want to go to Butler.
I gotta tell you, even when you're like freaking tweaking or something, there's something in your brain that still knows how to like beat the system and like you just know how to get out of stuff.
Yeah, I'm very good at getting out. I have like a silver tongue.
I hate it.
I know it's like not good for me either,
But fuck it.
but I'm still here, my Douglas, or I'm not. And
Yeah,
you know what
and
I mean?
I'm not here either.
Who
Wait, that
knows?
means I'm not here then.
Oh, he's back in.
Oh no!
He's back
Am
inside.
I making noises?
We'll be right back.
So yeah, AI, dude.
Yeah, AI is crazy. But I mean, AI might be like, well, because all AI is like really good at is identifying patterns, right?
Okay, I'm gonna butcher this, but there's two different types of AI. The first type of AI is the AI that we have now. Look, pay attention. Be interested.
I thought it was a cigarette.
Nope. So the first type of AI is the AI we have now. Basically, you like feed it stuff and it spits stuff back based on the data you feed you. And then the second type is when it actually sort of becomes like it's kind of can think for itself. I forgot what that's called. I'll put the definition
That just
up.
seems like a larger data pool, though.
But it's no longer it's like basically got all the data it needs and it's going to
And
make
like
decisions.
knows how to get more data.
Yeah, it'll basically start doing stuff on its own.
Cool.
And I forgot what that's called, but that's we're like years off from that. But once we
Oh no, 3 years away.
Yeah, I know, seriously, something like
Plenty
that.
of time.
But I don't know. I think when people think of AI, it's like scary. But like if you look at Chat GPT and stuff, yeah, it can write a fucking paper for you. You should be able to write the paper yourself. You goddamn idiot. But like if it like critical thinking and stuff like that, and like opinions and decision making, it can't do that stuff yet, and it's gonna get there. And that's about all I got on that. You're right. I got one more question to end this. Do you think you're smarter than me?
Yeah.
You think you're more intelligent than me?
Yeah.
I disagree with you. I think you know more things than me, but I
No.
don't think you're smarter than me.
No. I'm smarter than you. I have a better engine than you.
Yeah, your engine runs on meth, dude.
Yeah, that's why it's better. I'm fucking gone, dude.
That was good, dude. You're not
Granted,
smarter
everything's
than
made
me.
of popsicle sticks, but I'm
You're not
fucking.
smarter than me, dude.
Yeah, no,
You know how many shelves you put up that fell down?
It doesn't matter though. Like, I mean, it doesn't.
Wait. Okay. All right.
Because all right, I mean, like, all right. So like, let's look. What have we ever? Are there any like standardized testings that you could take that have like a base
That's
knowledge?
just not. No, that's not. Joe.
No, I'm saying, is there something online we could take or something?
Oh, I thought you were talking about SATs.
I was.
No, Joe. No.
What I'm
no.
saying is, like, aside from that, you know more about the stuff you do. I know more about the stuff I do. But if you put us both in a base situation, actually, yeah, no, I'm definitely smarter. But like, I don't think you're dumber than me. I think I'm smarter than you.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
No, that's what I'm
if you're
saying. It's
smarter
like-
than me, obviously I
Yeah,
would
but
be dumber
I don't
than
even
you.
think about your involvement. In
You don't think about anyone's involvement.
That's what I'm saying, though. That's why I think I'm smarter than you, because I don't even think about anyone else's intelligence.
I don't think you're smarter than me. I think you know more stuff than me.
I wouldn't even say that.
You know a lot of words. You gave me two.
Pulchritudinous means beautiful, and it sounds like shit.
Dude, imagine saying that on a first date.
I did.
Girl, you are
I literally
pulchritudinous.
have.
And they're like, ugh, check
Yeah.
please.
3
Why are
years.
you wearing orange
3
socks
years
and
next
orange
December.
shorts?
Yeah.
3 years. You said that to her?
No, it's been that long since I killed her after the date went right.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
all right. Well,
Wait a minute. So you think you're smarter than me?
no, I think I'm as smart as you. I don't think you're more intelligent
That's not
than me.
fair. You can't loop. That was to trap. I didn't know that was an option.
I
I'm not gonna
here's
pick
here's
it,
what I
but-
think. I think if you're smarter than me, it's like by a very, very, very small, almost a negligible amount.
Okay, then. All right, then. Do you think I am like craftier than you?
No, because I think it depends on. I think it's situational in which you're craftier than me.
Okay.
Because I think there's a lot of times you do stuff.
So you could like MacGyver stuff better than me.
It depends. I think it depends on
think
the
actually, yeah,
situation.
okay,
I think it
I think
depends
we
on the
might be even
situation.
in that. All right, but I'm cooler than you.
Have you smoked a cigarette on this podcast this episode?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, and there's my girlfriend. So, Sam, you want to say anything? We're about to sign off.
Oh.
No, I was just saying, do you want to say anything? We're about to sign off.
I want to say bingo bango.
Okay.
Okay, all right, guys. That's
She
going to be
said
it for
bingo
us
bango.
at B108 The Oldies with Hot Dog and the Fuzz.
And just remember, I'm smarter than Joe.
And just remember, he's also a liar.
And until next time,
Clam Cakes.